Ever taken a ride from a car with no driver and arrived safely without any drama or lawsuits? That's exactly what over 250,000 people do every week with the leader of the self-driving industry. As Tesla is mired in regulatory reviews, Cruise is being phased out, and Uber is lamenting the end of its self-driving dreams, Waymo is quietly winning by doing the one thing its rivals couldn't: avoiding major problems. From 71 million safe miles to teaming up with some iconic companies, Waymo is on the path to winning the self-driving vehicle competition. Waymo stands out in the self-driving car industry because of its strong focus on safety. The company moves slowly and carefully, making sure that people are protected every step of the way. For example, during testing, even in busy cities like New York City, Waymo keeps a trained safety operator inside each vehicle. This cautious method follows New York's strict rules, which require a human driver and full insurance coverage for testing self-driving vehicles. While other companies tried to launch fully autonomous vehicles quickly, Waymo took a slower path. Even as it pushes for changes in laws to allow driverless cars, it still uses human operators for now. Waymo also works with groups like Mothers Against Drunk Driving, the National Federation of the Blind, and Bronx Community College to build trust and improve access for all. Waymo's careful plan has helped it grow without facing major public or legal problems. The same can't be said of other companies that have sought to overtake Waymo. For example, Cruise's collapse began when California removed its operating license due to multiple safety issues, including when a robotaxi dragged the pedestrian through the street. As a result, its parent company, General Motors, laid off nearly 50% of Cruise's employees and stopped supporting robotaxi services for the public. Instead, they shifted their focus to building self-driving vehicles for personal use, and GM decided to incorporate Cruise's technology into GM's main fleet of vehicles. Tesla has been under review on multiple occasions by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration after its robotaxi service in Austin showed major signs of unsafe driving. And Uber pulled out of the self-driving vehicle race because of safety problems. A fatal accident in 2018 with a self-driving test car in Arizona caused massive legal troubles and serious damage to Uber's reputation. As a result, it sold its autonomous driving unit, Uber Advanced Technologies Group, to Aurora Innovation in 2020. Speaking of Uber, Waymo has cleverly partnered with it to further its own goals, even though they normally compete with each other. In cities like Austin and Atlanta, people using the Uber app can request a self-driving Waymo car through a service called Waymo on Uber. This setup helps Uber offer rides in autonomous vehicles without needing to build the technology. In return, Waymo gets access to Uber's large customer base and its well-organized ride system. Uber handles customer service and vehicle care, while Waymo focuses on the self-driving tech. Creating self-driving cars is an extremely difficult task because they must deal with rare and unpredictable situations, or edge cases. These can include instances like when a person suddenly runs onto the road or unexpected weather comes out of nowhere. In these moments, the vehicle must quickly make decisions that mirror what a human driver does. Roads in the real world are always changing and full of surprises, so it's extremely hard to plan for every possible situation in advance. Another big challenge is something called sensor fusion. Self-driving cars use tools like light detection and ranging, aka LiDAR, radio detection and ranging, like radar, cameras, and ultrasonic sensors to understand their surroundings. Mixing data from all these tools into a clear and accurate picture is very complex, especially when the sensors give confusing results because of fog, glare, or other weather conditions. On top of all this, different laws in different places make progress slower and more expensive. If Waymo wants to expand its global reach, it will have to contend with Chinese companies such as Baidu's Apollo Go and WeRide, which are quickly expanding their self-driving taxi services. In Wuhan alone, Baidu now runs more than 500 autonomous vehicles. These services have become so popular that people from other parts of China visit just to take a ride. This shows how fast and large-scale the rollout is in China, compared to the slower and more careful approach in the US. Apollo Go has started operating in cities like Beijing and Chongqing and plans to expand further. WeRide, another large Chinese autonomous vehicle company, has been approved to test in California, showing it wants to grow internationally. Still, Chinese companies face difficulties abroad because of stricter rules about data and privacy. In comparison, US companies like Waymo follow a slower system, but their approach fits better in countries with strong privacy laws, giving them an advantage in Western markets. That said, China is testing more autonomous vehicles than any country by far, putting their companies at a potential advantage in the long run. Regardless, Waymo is quickly expanding its self-driving taxi service with a clear and focused plan. It currently provides more than 250,000 paid rides every week in major cities such as Austin, Los Angeles, Phoenix, and San Francisco. The company recently started offering rides in Atlanta through its partnership with Uber and plans to expand to Miami and Washington, D.C. by the end of 2025. To keep up with growing demand, Waymo is building a new factory just outside of Phoenix. This factory will double the number of self-driving vehicles the company can produce by 2026. It will help Waymo grow its fleet faster and operate more efficiently in new cities. Waymo is also working with Toyota to bring its self-driving technology to personal vehicles. This change could open up a much larger market and help Waymo reach more everyday drivers while continuing its strong presence in robotaxi services. Waymo has driven over 71 million miles using self-driving technology, demonstrating its strong position in both safety and large-scale operations. The company has had very few serious incidents, which highlights its focus on careful testing and safe rollouts. This success is important in building public trust, especially in a field where real-world results matter most. Right now, Waymo is the only company running fully driverless commercial services in several major US cities. These services are available to the public and operate without any backup drivers, showing true self-driving capability. Meanwhile, Tesla's robotaxi achievements are still a work in progress. It is perhaps the only viable US competitor to Waymo, but Tesla's limited program in Austin still uses human safety monitors and does not work well in bad weather, highlighting the large gap between the two companies. Will Elon Musk emulate Waymo's success or go his own way? Whatever he chooses, Waymo isn't just in the self-driving race, it's leading it with real-world results, safety, and smart partnerships. As others stall or crash out, Waymo keeps moving forward. But can they maintain their lead? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.